Hello and good morning to everyone. So today's lead code question is 3633, that is earliest finish time for land and water ride 1 rides part 1. So basically in this question we are given two categories of theme park attraction. First is land rides and the other is water rides. So for the land rides we are given two arrays, land start time and land duration. In land start time it shows the earliest time the ith land ride can be boarded or can be started, right? And land duration of I is the total time or total duration of the that particular land ride. Similarly for water ride we are given two arrays, water start time and water duration. So water start time tells the earliest time of the jth water ride that we can board or that we can start, and water duration of that particular jth water ride tells the total duration or tells the total time it will last. And it is given that a tourist must experience exactly one ride from each category in either order. That is, it should go on one land ride and one water ride. Like it is mandatory for the tourist to go on one land ride and one water ride, and the order can be anything like either land then water or first water ride and then land ride. So the order doesn't matter, right? So a ride may be started at its opening time or any time later. So suppose a ride is starting at start time is t, then a tourist can board. A tourist can board the ride at any time equal to t or greater than t, right? And if a ride is started at time t, then it will finish at t plus duration. T plus duration, right? And immediately after finishing one ride. So when the tourist finish one ride, it can board the other ride, right? If the ride is open, or the tourist have to wait until the ride opens. So suppose a tourist first go on a land ride, it finishes at a time t, then it can board another water ride. It can board water ride at time t if some water ride is open, else it will wait, else it have to wait until some ride opens, right? So now what we need to return is we need to return the earliest possible time at which the tourist can finish both the rides, right? So we need to return the earliest possible time on which the tourist finish its both the rides. So let's see the examples. So our first example, in the first example we are given land start time is one ride start at time t 2 and another ride start at time 8, and the duration of this ride is 4 and the duration of this ride is 1, and there is a water start ride which start at 6 and its duration is 3. So let's say the tourist first takes land ride and then takes water ride. So suppose it takes the ride at t is equal to 2, so duration is 4, so it finishes at t is equal to 6. At t is equal to 6 it finishes. Then see, at t is equal to 6 we have a water ride, so it has taken that water ride and its duration is 3, so it finishes at 9. It finishes at 9. Now the second case is it takes the land ride at t is equal to 8. T is equal to 8, its duration is 1 and it finishes at 9. And then it takes the water ride, because water ride start at 6, so already it has started, so it directly takes it and its duration is 3, so it will finish at 12. Now this is for land to water. Now the second case is water to land. So first starts at t is equal to 6. T is equal to 6, take the water ride and finishes at 9, and then takes the land ride that start at t is equal to 8 with duration 1, and then the total time is 10. So which one is the minimum out of all these three different cases? So 9 is the minimum one. That is, first it take land and then water. So at land it takes the one that start at t is equal to 2 and then finishes it at t is equal to 6, and then take the water ride at t is equal to 6 and finishes at t is equal to 9. So 9 is the minimum answer, so our output is 9, right? So let's see the next example. So in the next example we have land ride starting at 5 and finish duration is 3, then water ride starting at t is equal to 1 and finishes at t is equal to 10, right? So first suppose we get take the land ride 5 finishes at 8, and then water ride was already started, so we take the water ride at 10 and finishes at 18, right? So the total duration is 18. But if we take the water ride first, then duration is 10, so we finishes at 10, right? And then we take, sorry, 1 and 10 11 finishes at 11, and then we take the land ride, and its duration is 3 minutes, so 11 plus 3 14. So which one is minimum? So this one is giving minimum. So now in this case, water to land is giving us the minimum answer, right? So if you see in this example, the order of the ride also matters to give the minimum time, because we are taking the same rides. But in this first case, we are taking first the land ride and then the water ride, and it is giving us time 18. But in the second case, we are first taking water ride and then the land ride, and it is giving us time 14. So the order is also mattering to us. So let's see the constraints. So here n and m is 100, where n and m is a land start time and land duration time. That is, n is the number of rides, rides for land, and m is the number of rides for water, right? And land start time, land duration, water start time, and water duration, all these values can be up to 10 ki power 3, right? So let's start with the brute force approach. So basically it is given in the question that the tourist should choose one land ride plus one water ride, and in any order, right? So either land then water, or first water then land. So what we need to do is, we'll take every possible pair of rides, and we directly simulate both the orders, that is water to land and land to water, and then we compute the finishing time, right? So this is what we'll do in the brute force approach. So suppose we have a land ride, let's say I, then its start time is ls of I, and its duration is land duration of I. Then its finish time will be start time plus duration of I, that will be the finish time of that land ride. Then similarly, if you have to find water finish, then water start of that jth ride and water duration of that jth ride. So start plus duration will give us the finish time, So let's take the case first, that is first we take the land ride and then we take the water ride. So this is the case first. So suppose we take the land ride, and once we finish the land ride, the tourist has to start the water ride. So the total finish time will be land finish, or this is the start of jth ride of the water. So at what time it will start? So it will start at the maximum of these two. So suppose if we have finished earlier, then we have to wait for the ride to start. So but if the ride has already started but we have finished later, so that's why we are taking maximum of these two categories, that is land finish comma start of the jth ride. So that is the, so we take maximum of these two plus the duration of jth ride. So this will give us the finish time, So for every pair of land ride I and water ride j, we'll find the finish time using this formula, where land finish will be the land start of I plus land duration of I. This will give us the finish time, land finish, and then we take maximum of land finish comma water start of j plus the water duration of that jth ride. So it will give us the finish time. Then similarly for water to land will again find all the finish times, right? And then for every pair I comma j, will compute the finish time we'll compute the finish time using both the orders, and then we store the minimum answer. We take the minimum answer every time, right? And that the minimum answer is our final answer, right? So if we see the complexity of this approach, so for every land ride, we have m water rides, and total land rides are n. So basically we have n cross m, pairs, so the time complexity is big of n cross m. But here if we see our n and m is 10 ki power 2, so the total time complexity is 10 ki power 4 only, right? So this brute force approach will work fine for this question, that is lead code 3633, right? So let's move to the next question, which is 3635, part 2 of the same question. So earlier in the constraints we have n comma m is 100, but in this part 2 the n comma n value is 5 into 10 ki power 4, right? And even the land duration, water start time, water duration is 10 ki power 5, which was earlier 1000 only. So earlier our brute force approach will be big of n into m. So here n is 5 into 10 ki power 4, right? So n cross m will be 5 into 10 की पावर 4 का square, which is 25 into 10 की power 8. So this will give time limit exceed for the brute force approach. For the brute force approach, the brute force approach with these constraints will give time limit exceed, right? So we need to optimize that approach, right? So what we do is, let's focus on the land to water order, right? Let's focus on this. So as we already know, the finishing time will be maximum of land finish. So suppose we have taken a land ride, so finish for that land ride will be land start of that I plus land duration of that ride I, right? And then we have taken a water ride, let's say water ride is j. So the finish time is, first we finish the land ride, so that is land finish. Then we have to start the water ride. So at what time it will be started? It will be started at the maximum of these values. So suppose if this land ride finishes earlier, then we have to wait for the water ride to start. So in that case the maximum of these two will be water start. But the second case is, the water ride is started earlier but our land ride hasn't finished. So in that case the maximum of these two will be land finish. So we'll take maximum of land finish comma water start. So at this value our water ride will start, or we have boarded the water ride. And now what is the duration of water ride? So water duration is the water ride, so we have boarded at this plus the water duration. This will give us the finishing time of the land ride plus the water ride, right? So this is the formula. Now let's assume that we have fixed a water ride, so in that case, fixing a water ride means we have fixed this value. This value is fixed, and as we know, we need to minimize the finish time. So this, if this value is fixed, then that means we need to minimize this value, right? So even the water start time is fixed. So what we need, so we then find the minimum over all the land rides, because we have fixed the water ride, that means we have fixed the water duration. So we need to find minimum over all land rides. For this value we want the minimum over all land rides, right? So fixing a water ride, when we fix a water ride, that means we have fixed the water duration. and that means, and also as we know, in our question we are asked to find the minimum finish time. So that means we want this value to be minimum, and we have fixed the water right. That means only land rights are left, only land rights are left. So we need the minimum value over all land rights for this for this expression. For this expression we want the minimum value. And now if you notice, this expression maximum of land finish comma water start will be monotonic in land finish, because this is constant. When we fix the water right, this is constant, so it depends on land finish. Now if we take a case, suppose if you have land finish 1 smaller than land finish 2, then land maximum of land finish 1 comma water start is less than equal to maximum of land finish comma water start. So if water start is maximum, if water start is maximum, then it will give us water start, and it may give land finish 2 or water start, but in that case this will be lesser than or equal to, right? So if land finish 1 is less than land finish 2, then this expression, this will hold. So if we notice, the main point here is that maximum of land finish comma water start depends here on land finish, right? So therefore the main thing, that the point that we get from here, that for any fixed water ride, the best land ride is always the one which finishes the earlier. So this is the most important point for our approach. Right? I repeat again, that if we for any fixed water ride, the best land ride is always the one that finishes the earliest, right? So so from that what we do is we find the minimum land finish, right? We find the minimum land finish time, that is minimum finish among all the land rights. So what we do is we iterate over all the land rights and find the one with the minimum finish time, because we have seen, for a fixed water ride, which one is the best land ride? The one with minimum finish time, so first of all we find a minimum land finish, and then see, this is our finish time, this was our finish time. Our finish time was maximum of finish land finish comma water start plus water duration. And now to minimize this expression, we have fixed the water rate, and then this value is fixed, so we need to minimize this, and that will be the minimum land finish, right? And then we find the minimum value of this expression over all the water rights, right? Over all the water rights. So if we see, what we have done first is, first we find the minimum finish time, among all the land rights, and then use that minimum land finish, and then we iterate over all the water rights, and then we find the minimum value of this expression over all the water rights, and that is our minimum answer for this order, land to water. Similarly, we do for water to land and find the earliest finishing water ride, and then using that we iterate over all land rights and find the minimum value for this expression, right? So we find the minimum value for land to water, and then water to land, and then take the minimum of the answers that we get from 1 and 2, so that will be our answer. So if we'll see the overall steps, so step 1 is we will find minimum land finish, that is minimum of the start time plus duration time for all the land rides, for all the land rides. And then for every water ride, then we try every water ride, and then we take the minimum value of this, minimum value of this, right? So this will give us the best answer for the land to water ride, land to water ride, right? And then we do the same thing, we do the same thing for water to land, that is we find the minimum water finish time, and then we compute the minimum value of this for every land ride. For every land ride we compute the minimum of this, and then in the last step we take the overall minimum, we take the overall minimum of the two orders. So that will give us, that will give us our answer, right? So let's try to understand with the help of an example. Suppose we have taken a for land ride we have two options, 2 and 8, and duration is 4 and 1. So finishing time for first is 2 for 6, and finishing time for second is 8 plus 1 9. So the minimum land finish time is 6, right? So we take this as the as our land ride, this is our land ride. And now using this land ride we try out every possible water ride, we try out every possible water ride. So in water ride we have only one ride, only one ride with start time as 6 and duration is 3, duration is 3. So here minimum finish time is 6, so we have to compute maximum of minimum finish time 6 comma start time 6 plus duration. So maximum of 6 comma 6, it will give us 6 plus 3, that is 9. So the best answer for land to water is 9, land then water is 9. Now next we try out water to land. So in water we have only one ride which start at 6 and duration is 3. So minimum water ride, minimum water finish or minimum water ride is 9, right? And now we try out every land ride. So we take maximum of 9 comma start time is 2 plus duration is 4, it will give us 13. Then maximum of minimum water finish, that is 9 comma comma start time is 8 plus duration is 1, so it will give us 10. So for water to land, for water to land the best answer is 10, best answer is 10. And for land to water, land to water best answer was 9, and for this best answer is 10. So we take minimum of these two, so minimum of 9 and 10 is 9, so 9 is our answer, 9 is our answer. So let's see the code part. So in the code part we have called this function, we have called this function. So first we have called for land to water, land to water, and here we called for water to land, and we are taking minimum of these two orders. Now let's see what this function is doing, what this function is doing. So let's say this is land ride, this is water ride. So what it does is for the first ride, for the first ride it find the, it find the minimum finish time, it find the minimum finish time for the first ride. And then what it does is then it will iterate over the second type of ride, it will iterate over the second type of ride, and then take the take the minimum value for the first ride, take the use the minimum value of the minimum finish time of the first ride, and then for every second type of ride it will find the maximum value of this, it will find the maximum value of this and compare that value with the answer and store the minimum answer, and at the end it returns that particular answer. So this is the optimized code, right? So I hope I am able to explain you the solution properly. So if you like the video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.